Thebes, a city steeped in myth and history, stands as a testament to the enduring power of ancient Greek civilization. Situated in the fertile plains of Boeotia, Thebes played a pivotal role in the grand tapestry of Greek mythology and history. Its legacy is woven with tales of legendary heroes, tragic kings, and epic battles. From the mythical founding by Cadmus to its destruction at the hands of Alexander the Great, Thebes' story is one of grandeur, tragedy, and enduring fascination. Thebes holds a unique place in Greek consciousness, serving as the backdrop for some of the most compelling myths and historical events. The city's mythical origins are intertwined with the stories of Cadmus, Oedipus, and Heracles, while its historical narrative is marked by its military prowess, rivalry with Athens, and ultimate demise. The ruins of Thebes, alongside archaeological discoveries, offer a tangible link to its glorious past, allowing us to piece together the story of this once great city. The founding of Thebes is a tale deeply rooted in Greek mythology, a story that intertwines the fates of gods, heroes, and mortals in a tapestry of adventure and destiny. It begins with Cadmus, a Phoenician prince tasked by his father, King Agenor, to find his abducted sister Europa. Europa had been taken by Zeus, who had transformed himself into a bull to carry her away to Crete. Determined and resolute, Cadmus set out on a journey that would change the course of his life and the history of Greece. After a long and arduous search, Cadmus received an oracle from Apollo at the Delphic oracle. The god instructed him to abandon his quest for Europa and instead follow a special cow, marked with a half-moon on its flank, until it lay down. This divine guidance was both perplexing and intriguing, but Cadmus chose to trust the wisdom of the gods. The place where the cow rested, Apollo said, would be the site of his new city. Cadmus followed the cow through the rugged terrain of Greece, traversing hills and valleys, until it finally lay down in the region of Boeotia. This serene and fertile land would become the foundation of a great city. Upon arriving in Boeotia, Cadmus discovered a spring guarded by a fearsome dragon, the offspring of Ares, the god of war. This dragon was a formidable creature, its scales glistening like armor and its eyes burning with an otherworldly fire. The spring was essential for the new city, and Cadmus knew he had to confront the beast. In a display of unparalleled courage and strength, Cadmus engaged the dragon in a fierce battle. The clash was intense, with Cadmus wielding his sword with precision and bravery. After a grueling fight, he finally slew the dragon, securing the spring for his future city. Following the advice of the goddess Athena, who had been watching over him, Cadmus took the dragon's teeth and sewed them into the ground. This act was both symbolic and magical, representing the birth of new life from the remnants of a formidable foe. From the sewn teeth sprang forth a group of armed men, known as the Spartoi. These warriors emerged fully grown and ready for battle, their armor and weapons gleaming in the sunlight. They were fierce and formidable, a testament to the power of the dragon's legacy. However, the Spartoi, in a fit of madness and confusion, turned on each other in a chaotic and brutal fight. The ground shook with the clash of their weapons, and the air was filled with the cries of battle. When the dust settled, only 5 of these warriors remained standing. These 5 survivors became the ancestors of the Theban nobility, the foundation of a new lineage of heroes and leaders. With their help, Cadmus was able to establish the city of Thebes, a city that would grow to be a center of culture, power, and myth. This mythical founding story established Thebes' connection to both the divine and the heroic, setting the stage for its prominent role in Greek mythology. The city of Thebes would go on to witness many more tales of gods and heroes, each adding to its rich and storied legacy. No account of Thebes is complete without delving into the tragic tale of Oedipus, a story that has resonated through the ages. The city of Thebes, with its towering walls and storied past, holds within its history a narrative that has been told and retold, each time with the same sense of inevitable doom and tragic destiny. The tale of Oedipus is not just a story, it is a profound exploration of human nature, fate, and the limits of free will. It is a narrative that has been immortalized in the annals of Greek tragedy, capturing the imagination of audiences for centuries. Oedipus, unaware of his true parentage, was destined from birth to kill his father, King Laius of Thebes, and marry his mother, Jocasta. This prophecy, delivered by the Oracle of Delphi, cast a long shadow over his life. In a desperate attempt to thwart this fate, Laius and Jocasta ordered their infant son to be abandoned on a remote hillside, left to die. However, fate had other plans. A compassionate shepherd found the baby and took him to the court of King Polybus and Queen Merope of Corinth, who raised him as their own. Oedipus grew up believing he was the son of Polybus and Merope, never suspecting the truth of his origins. Years later, driven by a desire to escape a similar prophecy that he would kill his father and marry his mother, Oedipus left Corinth. On his journey he encountered Laius at a crossroads, unaware of the man's identity. A heated dispute arose over the right-of-way, leading to a violent confrontation. In the ensuing struggle, Oedipus killed Laius, unknowingly fulfilling the first part of the prophecy. This act of patricide set in motion a chain of events that would lead to his ultimate downfall. Oedipus eventually arrived in Thebes, a city in turmoil, plagued by the monstrous Sphinx. The Sphinx posed a riddle to all who sought to enter the city, and failure to answer correctly meant certain death. Oedipus, with his keen intellect, solved the riddle, freeing Thebes from the creature's terror. As a reward for his bravery and wisdom, Oedipus was made king of Thebes and married Jocasta, the widowed queen. Unbeknownst to him, he had married his own mother, thus fulfilling the second part of the prophecy. The truth of Oedipus's actions eventually came to light through a series of harrowing revelations. A plague descended upon Thebes, and in seeking to find its cause, Oedipus uncovered the horrifying reality of his unwitting fulfillment of the prophecy. The realization of his patricide and incestuous marriage shattered him. Jocasta, in despair and unable to bear the shame, took her own life. Oedipus, horrified by his actions and the catastrophic consequences of his ignorance, blinded himself as a form of self-punishment. His story is a poignant reminder of the inescapable nature of fate and the tragic consequences of human actions. The tragedy of Oedipus became a cornerstone of Athenian drama, exploring themes of fate, free will, and the inescapable nature of destiny. It serves as a timeless reflection on the human condition, the limits of knowledge, and the profound impact of our choices. The story of Oedipus continues to resonate, reminding us of the delicate balance between destiny and free will, and the enduring power of ancient myths to illuminate the complexities of our own lives. Thebes' mythological significance extends beyond the tragedy of Oedipus, encompassing the exploits of heroes and the influence of gods. This ancient city, steeped in legend, has been the backdrop for numerous tales of valor, divine intervention, and epic quests. Thebes was not just a city, it was a symbol of the intricate relationship between mortals and the divine, a place where the lines between human and godly realms often blurred. Heracles, the greatest of the Greek heroes, was born in Thebes and achieved numerous feats of strength and courage. His story is one of triumph over adversity, a testament to the human spirit's resilience. From his birth, Heracles was destined for greatness, his life marked by challenges that would test his limits and define his legacy. His 12 labors, performed as atonement for a fit of madness induced by Hera, are legendary. These tasks were not just physical challenges, but also moral and spiritual trials that shaped Heracles into a hero revered across the ancient world. Each labor was a step towards redemption, a journey that would see him confront some of the most fearsome creatures and daunting tasks. Among these labors were slaying the Nemean lion, capturing the Erymanthian boar, and each of these feats demonstrated not only his physical prowess but also his ingenuity and determination. The Nemean lion, with its impenetrable hide, was a symbol of invincibility, yet Heracles' victory over it showcased his ability to overcome the impossible, and cleaning the Augean stables. This labor, often seen as the most humiliating, required not just strength but also cleverness. Heracles' solution to divert rivers to wash out the filth was a testament to his resourcefulness, turning a seemingly insurmountable task into a triumph of intellect and brawn. Dionysus, the god of wine, festivity, and theater, also held a strong connection to Thebes. His influence permeated the city's culture, bringing joy and revelry to its inhabitants. Dionysus was more than just a deity of indulgence. He represented the duality of human nature, the balance between ecstasy and madness. His mother, Semele, was a princess of Thebes, and her tragic story added a layer of poignancy to his myth. Semele's mortal life and divine connection through Dionysus highlighted the fragile boundary between the human and the divine, a recurring theme in Theban lore. And the city became a center for the worship of Dionysus. Thebes was not just a place of heroic deeds but also a hub of cultural and religious activity. The worship of Dionysus brought with it a rich tradition of theater and celebration, making Thebes a beacon of artistic expression in the ancient world. The Theban festival of Dionysia, celebrated with theatrical performances and revelry, became a model for similar festivals throughout the Greek world. These festivals were more than mere entertainment, they were a vital part of the social and religious fabric, reflecting the values and beliefs of the time. The stories of Heracles and Dionysus further solidified Thebes' position as a city favored by the gods. Their legends intertwined with the city's history, creating a tapestry of myth and reality that has endured through the ages. The presence of these deities in Theban mythology underscored the city's importance in the ancient world. Their presence in Theban mythology added to the city's aura of heroism, tragedy, and divine intervention, making it a focal point for stories that explored the human condition and the whims of the gods. Thebes was a place where the extraordinary was commonplace, where every stone and ruin whispered tales of past glories and divine encounters, cementing its place in the annals of Greek legend. The legacy of Thebes, with its rich tapestry of myths and legends, continues to captivate and inspire, reminding us of a time when gods walked among men and heroes were born from the trials of life.